What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we're seeing things heating up, getting even spicier for that New York Attorney General, Miss Letitia James, guys. Know we recently seen her taking one of the biggest hits, their civil fraud verdict and that corrupt judgment coming from that corrupt judge Arthur Ingram. That historic amount, almost $500 million, guys. 500 million shrunk down to a little over $150 million, which would be chump change for a guy like Donald Trump. Ironically, they should call it Trump change, guys. He's worth almost, said to be $5.3 billion just off, Truth Social alone, guys. So that $150 million would be nothing for Donald Trump. Big win for him. And now we're seeing another big hit coming for the New York Attorney General, Miss Letitia James. Donald Trump said he is not done yet, guys. He wants it all. Now we're seeing a lawsuit being formed against Letitia James that should take and dissolve all of the problems that Donald Trump has with the New York Attorney General, guys. I'm excited to get into this update and see exactly what's going on there, what Donald Trump is up to. Let me get straight into the clip and I'll get my thoughts on the back end of the video, guys. Definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube, push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. Yo, let's get straight into it. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
A brand new line on Trump being able to sue Letitia James is opened up, and I hope he pursues it. This is going to be great on his civil rights, and I think it would be one of the funniest things ever. So Trump, you have to do this, please. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenable. This is where the Patriots are, so I hope you've subscribed like one of my pal Patriots. This is where we make the news a little bit more entertaining each day. Let's get started with this video.
Do you think that Donald Trump should sue New York Attorney General Letitia James, and on what grounds?
Suing Letitia James, and this guest is a black lawyer, so I find this extra delicious.
I think she should. I saw an interesting little comment of hers I'd not seen before the other day. She said when she was running for Attorney General that she wants to fight an administration that's too male, too pale, and too stale.
We've shown this clip before, but this is a refresher.
Stand up to an administration which is too male, too pale, and too stale.
Look at what's up with this guy down here. Let's zoom in on him. Why are you smiling when you're male and pale and probably stale?
Now, you can talk about stale ideas, that's fine, but too male and too pale, that constitutes basically sex and race discrimination.
Oh, yeah. This is the thing about liberals that I always laugh at them when they go, we're against race discrimination, we're against sex discrimination. By the way, it also somewhat extends to your right to creed. So you can't discriminate someone based on their religion, which we already know that's all the Democrat Party does. That's all they do. They love discriminating against whites. They love discriminating against men, like in divorce court on who gets child custody. They love discriminating on all of the things they claim to be for. They're not for the actual principle. They want the preferred ends. They don't want to hold on to the means or a rule.
So I think what President Trump ought to do is sue her on the basis of the 1964 Civil Rights Act.
I'm just laughing because I came from California, guys. And that 1964 Civil Rights Act is what everyone quotes to all of us who've ever employed someone or worked for a company. They're like, you cannot discriminate. You cannot discriminate. And we have Letitia James literally making discrimination claims against Trump that she's going to pursue him because he's too male and he's too pale. Like, if the 1964 Civil Rights Act wasn't a complete joke, she would automatically be sued. But let's face it, it's largely a joke.
Her office gets federal money, in fact, $311 million approximately for various subsidies for law enforcement activity. So the federal money is flowing into her office. And if she is engaged in that kind of sexual and racial discrimination and that kind of language, I think she's wide open to exposure on the 64 Civil Rights Act. Donald J. Trump should sue Letitia James on the basis of civil rights.
Yes, do it. She's wide open, he says. She's wide open, ready to be sued. And this is easy. She's clearly guilty. She's clearly has given the motive for one of the reasons why she pursued him. Just remember, if someone said that we're going to pursue this politician because they're a black woman, Just imagine if we said that, like, that's the cause. She's too black and she's too female and we got to get her. I mean, you'd be over.
Have you suggested this to Trump?
I will. So I'm writing about this.
He's listening.
I think the message will get to him sooner or later.
Yeah, he's getting the message up to Trump. Trump, do it. I'll fund it. How do I give you money to do this, to pursue her on civil rights grounds? And by the way, he would probably lose, but it would at least prove that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 ought to be laughed out of the room in New York because they don't believe it. In principle, it's true. You should not fire someone or discriminate someone based on race and sex. Of course not. You go for merit. It's like if you're going to hire someone, what's the profitability? If you're going to give them any opportunity, it's like, what is your merit? What do you do? What is your work? But we all know Democrats have never embodied that law. That was never how it was used. It was made to destroy America.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there and check that out, also you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. Are we seeing the downfall and the demise of that New York Attorney General, Miss Letitia James? The greedy Attorney General is now facing backlash coming in on civil rights grounds, guys. Sounds like she has violated, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 by saying that Donald Trump, in that clip, that infamous clip, we've seen it, numerous occasions on this channel, guys. I've said this multiple times, guys. This is literally how Letitia James got elected in and got those voters to put her in that seat as Attorney General, guys. She promised that she would take down Donald Trump, guys. We've seen that clip of her, at these protests, at these rallies that she's organized, in order to protest and speak out against Donald Trump. He is the main thing on her mind when she wakes up in the morning, guys. And she goes to these rallies and she says these heinous things about Donald Trump, guys. One of them being that very bizarre clip that we just seen, guys. Too male, too pale, too stale. You're not allowed to weaponize the Department of Justice and, seek lawsuits on people just because, their skin color or, their gender identity, guys. That's not how this goes. The Anti-Discrimination Act 1964 only applies for, the people on the left. They are the only ones who could use that, weaponize it against people, that are on the other side of the aisle. Whenever you're on, the right, guys, and you're a conservative trying to say that, Letitia James, guys, is blatantly, trying to be discriminatory against Donald Trump because he is a male and he is a white. But whenever the roles are reversed, guys, and someone, that is conservative is being discriminated against, like we're seeing right here, Attorney General Letitia James on stand, in public in front of, mass crowd. Letitia James, that rogue New York Attorney General, guys, holding a rally, in order to, speak out and protest against Donald Trump, promising all of her voters that she, take this guy down by any means necessary just because he is a white and he is a male, guys. We see the roles reversed and we know it's going to be, cancel and slamming. The guy's going to get his name dragged through the mud. But we all know the Anti-Discrimination Act 1964 only applies when someone on the left is trying to use it, guys. Oh, but not this time, guys. I hope Donald Trump sues the pants off of this lady just because it's so clear and it's blatant. Sitting right there, we've got video. It's HD 4K, guys. We can see, Letitia James being discriminatory against Donald Trump, only bringing about this charade civil fraud case against Donald Trump because he is a white male on the other side of the aisle from her, guys. He is a conservative, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, guys. Letitia James would not come after Donald Trump if he was a Democrat and on her side, guys. If he was on the left, and, conduct the business, valuing his properties at the same value that he's valuing them at right now, and she's coming after, bringing about these political witch hunt cases against him at. Definitely believe that we see this rogue Attorney General, ignoring and not seeking to bring about these political witch hunts against Donald Trump, guys. If he was on the other side of the aisle, this is all because of one thing. It's because he's going to be president of the United States once again. Letitia James, this was all a big, election interference effort and has failed at every stop, guys. Had that $500 million historic judgment amount brought about by that corrupt judge, Arthur Ingram, guys. They were in cahoots, thought they had Trump on every angle, every turn. But yet, they got it shrunk down, guys. The appeals court is getting ready to toss this whole thing out. We're seeing this whole thing spiraling out of control, guys. And then to ice that cake, we're seeing a Letitia James about to catch the biggest backfire. It seems like a big lawsuit, hefty lawsuit coming in from Donald Trump on discrimination grounds. Definitely excited to see the outcome of this one, guys, and how it plays out. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. You guys see Donald Trump bringing up, this lawsuit on Letitia James, that corrupt and rogue Attorney General over in New York, guys, on discrimination grounds? Hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. I'm aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week. Yo, what's happening, Retro fam? Are you guys looking for a way to connect with your boy Retro and the Retro fam on a day-to-day basis? Look no further, guys. Memberships have now been launched where you can gain exclusive access to chat with your boy Retro and the community and gain perks, guys. Just hop in the description box below and check out the link for memberships, guys. You can subscribe on a monthly basis to chat and have exclusive perks with your boy Retro and the Retro community, guys. Check that out in the description box today.